Coach, you had a new addition to the linebacking core. You want to talk about JuJu Mitchell a little bit?
Yes. Juwan Mitchell, he's come in and actually he's been able to learn and process the information pretty quickly. A lot of the things are just terminology-wise, but he's been at Tennessee and Texas. So at Tennessee, he ran some of the same similar defenses, and we always want to get better. We're always trying to add competition. We're always trying to add talent to that room because we want to make Boulder the best it can be. I think some of the guys in my room got a little lax thinking they had a starting job. So when JuJu came in, eyes opened up wide, ears perked, and then, it was a session. He's moving well. I don't know if you've seen any of him on the field, but he's been moving very well. He's a very physical kid, and that's something that we want to keep adding to this.
Look in that direction on a slant. Huge hit. Ball picked off. The Volunteers on the carom make an interception. Juwan Mitchell, they call him JuJu, makes a huge play.
Hey, what's your name?
JuJu, man.
JuJu?
Yeah, JuJu.
What's your last name?
Mitchell. Hey, don't get used to this number though.
Okay.
It's just for now. We accommodate.
It's an early number.
It's all love. Yeah.
Coach, we saw Juwan Mitchell get the chance to start this past weekend.
Yes.
I know he's only been here for a couple of weeks. What has allowed him to quickly integrate himself with this defense?
He's really an intelligent player. He really knows the game of football. Not only that, he's instinctive. He's way more instinctive than the other linebackers. He's very physical, and his aptitude for the game, like he knows football. That's the main thing. Getting in here that quickly and learning the scheme is phenomenal. But he loves the darn game.
Third down, Jeff Sims has got to be happy with the way this game has started.
First down and 10 at the 48. Johnson remains in the game. Opening series for Nebraska. Here's Johnson trying to run left, and he's shot down from behind. No gain on the play. Juwan Mitchell, Tennessee transfer, comes up with the tackle.
Yeah, Juwan Mitchell came to camp late, really got to Colorado about August 6th, and now he's starting. Didn't play much last week, but they wanted to put him into the lineup because they feel like he's going to help them in run defense and makes a good stop there on first down.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Removed Juwan Mitchell from the roster after an incident during practice, fall camp. Did you take that into consideration when you're looking at him?
Yeah, and we did take that into consideration, but the unique thing about our coaching staff is that if you look at the teams we've been on before, Jackson State, and even in our high school careers, we acquired players that had some type of distraction with another team, and we were able to reach them. Not saying that the coaches or any other team couldn't reach them or it couldn't have been done, but I think we acquired them at a time when they were ready to make a change, and then we were also ready to put in the work and the attention to detail to make sure they make that change, because they're all good players. The problem was figuring out how to get them to the field where they can display their talent without being a distraction off the field, if that makes any sense. And we've done a great job of doing that for years and years to come. That's one of our secret sauces to why we're successful. Able to acquire talent that people may have put to the side, bring it back, put a new coat of paint on it, wash it, put some wheels, and it looks brand new, and we're rolling out there on 36 looking at the front range.
Juwan Tamir Mitchell was born on October 15th, 1999 in Newark, New Jersey. His nickname is JuJu, son of Tamika Mitchell. He has one brother, Jelani, who played college ball at Dean College in Franklin, Massachusetts. He said his brother is his biggest inspiration on his career because he watched him go through it.
The athletic program here at Modern Day Prep?
We have a lot of opportunities for our students. We have all the basic sports that any other school offers.
What about your football program?
Our football program had the best season it's had in a very long time this year. They went to the semifinals of the state playoffs. They were finished 8-3. Football, we lost to the eventual state champion St. Joseph's from Hamilton. It's the best the football program has done since 1999. And we've really had a resurgence in our football program.
He played at Mater Dei High School in New Jersey, selected third team All-Shore Conference at linebacker as a senior in 2016. Also chosen second team All-Area. He helped Mater Dei to an undefeated 12-0 record, including 5-0 league mark and title. He registered 87 tackles, 51 solo, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 interception on defense, along with 8 receptions for 48 yards and a touchdown on offense as a junior in 2015. He also competed in discus and track and field in high school. He attended New Berlin Milford Academy in New York in the fall of 2017 and led the conference in tackles.
It may not be in the most happening location.
One word to sum it up would just be slower. Yeah.
But you can't deny what's been happening at Milford Academy over the past decade plus.
I think we're probably around 30 for NFL players, and we can't even count how many college scholarship players we put in there.
Milford Academy is one of the nation's top prep schools for Division I football, where top high school players go for better grades or better opportunities to play at college football's highest level. As you'd expect, the competition is fierce.
It's very intense. Each practice determines your playing time and how long will you play for Milford Academy, or how long will you be on the field.
But as tough as it is to get in games, just getting into the school is even tougher.
We've probably turned away last year over 1,000 kids. We take the elite out of the kids that apply.
While the students here may not be in college just yet, their schedules are just as regimented, from an early wake-up time to an early bedtime, and every minute in between.
I run it, like a 1A program. You have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You have to work out 6:30. You have to get dressed every morning. You have to go to breakfast. All the meals are mandatory. Meetings are mandatory. School's mandatory. And that's a culture shock for just about every kid that comes here.
We're here to win games, to get scholarships, get our grades, and get what we need to do to get up out of here. So, it's all hard work.
While the program is demanding, its results are evident. Nearly all recent graduates have advanced to the likes of Syracuse, Florida, and Miami, and nearly 2/3 have earned full scholarships. Pictures of those success stories cover the halls and walls at Milford, and they do not go unnoticed.
It motivates me to do better because they've been through the same thing. I have a brother up there, so that really motivates me.
It's the drive. You walk down that hall and you see that Hall of Fame, and it's like, man, I want to be up on that wall when I leave.
A small memento to leave in a small place as they move on to bigger things. Reporting in New Berlin, Brian Sandler, YNN Sports.
An all-conference linebacker from Butler Community College, ranked number 2 on ESPN's JC50 and number 1 at linebacker, rated as the number 6 JUCO inside linebacker by 24/7 Sports and the number 76 JUCO player nationally by Rivals. Selected honorable mention all KJCCC, Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference in 2018. Played in all 12 games as a freshman. Led all freshmen at Butler in tackles with 55 and tackles for loss with 7.5, which ranked 6th and 4th overall on the team, respectively. Also recorded 2 sacks, a 44-yard interception return, and a pass breakup. Registered at least 4 tackles in 7 games, including a 3-game stretch with a total of 26. Notched 7 tackles with 1 sack and 2 tackles for loss against Hutchinson. Posted a season-high 10 tackles, 6 solo, with 2.5 tackles for loss against Independence. Collected 9 tackles against Air Force Prep. Returned an interception, 44 yards, against Fort Scott. Tallied 5 tackles with 1 tackle for loss against Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. Helped Butler to an 8-4 overall record, a 5-2 conference record, and a Midwest Classic Bowl championship in 2018. Juwan Mitchell enrolled at Texas in June 2019 as a sophomore. He played in 11 games and started 5 games in his debut season at West Virginia, Oklahoma, TCU, Kansas State, and Iowa State. He logged 39 tackles, 27 solo stops, 3.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 4 pass breakups in his first season. He notched sacks against Rice, Oklahoma State, and TCU. He posted a season-high 7 tackles against TCU on October 26th. He made 4 solo stops in his first career start against West Virginia on October 5th. He registered 4 tackles, 3 solo, and 1 quarterback hurry against Kansas State on November 9th. He tallied 6 total tackles, 3 solo, 1 pass breakup, and 1 quarterback hurry against Iowa State on November 16th. He posted 5 tackles, 1 pass breakup in the Valera Alamo Bowl versus number 11 Utah on December 31st.
Sanders bobbles the snap, and he'll be sworn for a big loss. Mitchell got there, but the timing thrown off as he took a peek upfield.
I think he did. As the ball was in the air, I think he's looking upfield to kind of decide what he wants to do with the football. And just by taking his eyes off the ball just for a split second, caused that fumble. Again, part of the growing of a freshman quarterback. Some really exciting plays, and then some plays that, you know, he's still showing his youth.
Late January is not typically when a bunch of college football news breaks, but for the Longhorns, today was when multiple reports told us the team would move forward without linebacker Juwan Mitchell. The rising junior reportedly entered the transfer portal and will continue his playing career elsewhere. Mitchell was 7th on the team in total tackles and tied for 3rd in sacks last season. He started 5 games in 2019 and would have competed for a starting job in 2020.
In 2020, Juwan Mitchell's junior season, he played in 10 games and started 8 times. He led the team with 62 tackles, 32 solo, He also recorded 4.5 tackles for loss, 1 quarterback hurry, 1 pass breakup, and 1 fumble recovery. He recorded at least 5 tackles in 6 of 9 games. He posted 5 tackles in his first start of the season at Texas Tech. He made 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and broke up 1 pass versus TCU. He recorded 10 tackles, a quarterback hurry, and recorded a fumble in the AT&T Red River Showdown versus Oklahoma. He logged a career-high 12 tackles and 2 tackles for loss in a home win over Baylor. He recorded 8 tackles, including a season-high 6 solo stops in Texas's comeback win at number 6 Oklahoma State. He made 9 tackles against West Virginia, logged his 3rd double-digit tackle day of the season with 10 tackles versus number 13 Iowa State. He made 3 solo tackles in the regular season finale at Kansas State and posted 3 tackles in the Valera Alamo Bowl versus Colorado. Following, we'll go inside the rivalry game versus the Oklahoma Sooners.
It's time to rock. Real talk.
As it comes, LSU and Florida, we've determined that they don't really care for each other. Same as Oklahoma and Texas.
Oh, one tunnel. One tunnel now.
One tunnel.
One tunnel.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
This is what I'm talking about. Somebody said something about somebody's mama. And here they go.
The Oklahoma Horns down.
Did you see it?
I know. Yeah. They did that.
All right. It's Juwan Mitchell from Texas.
That's not where you want to be.
Well, that's not social distancing either.
Not with no helmet on either. You don't want to be there.
I think he's in the wrong tunnel. So little taste of what's to come here. These teams both desperately need a win.
All right, welcome to the AT&T Red River Showdown on Fox. The legendary Cotton Bowl, the house that Dope built. We're ready for the Longhorns and the Sooners. This is the Red River Showdown. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, along with my partner, Joel Klatt. And welcome to South Dallas. Both these teams coming off losses. Texas losing at home. They fumbled on the 1-yard line to TCU. Oklahoma losing in Ames to Iowa State after being up by 11. But one thing is for sure, in this game, they're going to play their best football, and we've got 2 great quarterbacks ready to compete today.
I can't wait to watch these guys play and in some sense bounce back, and it's such a juxtaposition between
as Lincoln Riley and his Sooners are all set to bounce back after losing their last 2 games. 73 degrees at kickoff time, a little humid for a series that dates back to 1900. Texas leads the series, but the Sooners have won 8 of the last 11. The 2 teams have played every year here since 1929, and the last 92 games have been played in Dallas.
Gus, this is one of the most special and unique environments and games in all of college football. The Red River Showdown, where legends are made.
Oklahoma won the toss, and they elected to receive. So Texas will kick it away. Red River, folks. It's a rivalry, a showdown, and sometimes it can be a shootout. We'll see.
A little nerves here for the Sooners. This is a young team and an experienced team, and they need some success here early.
A little frazzled to start this game. Rattler dumps it underneath, incomplete, intended for Pledger. And Oklahoma trying to find their rhythm early as we take a look at the Longhorn defense.
Keandre Coburn played his best game last week. He played very well against TCU. And Joseph Osai, the linebacker, number 46, he's going to be on the end of the line of scrimmage. He's got to be an elite player and pass rusher for them. In the back end, a veteran defensive back core. This team has 30 different players, offensively and defensively, that have had starting experience. Over 200 yards per game, and a big reason why they were able to close out wins. And they would get leads early and then run the football late, and lately it's been all Rattler throwing the ball late.
Rattler in trouble. Rattler chased out of the pocket, and he'll get over the line of scrimmage and avoid a loss. Joseph Osai, who really played well last week for this Longhorns football team with the tackle.
That's Juwan Mitchell who's down, number 6.
And we'll take a break. Back after this. Game flow, the legendary Cotton Bowl here in South Dallas. The Red River Showdown. Texas and Oklahoma. Texas losing to TCU last week, 33-31 in Austin. OU falling to Iowa State, 37-30 in Ames. 3rd down 6 at the 15-yard line. TJ Pledger doing a nice job running the football here in the first quarter.
Juwan Mitchell has got to come out of the game here. He stayed on the field for Texas, but they stopped the game because he was down.
Juwan Mitchell was ejected from the game last week against TCU in the first half for targeting.
Texas was the player who was injured. He can sit out one play. He's not in the game at this moment. Here we go.
So Mitchell will sit out one play. He's a junior from Newark, New Jersey. Came out of Butler Community College. Talented player.
They really missed him when he left the game a week ago, didn't they?
Yep. 3rd down and 6 at the 15 for Spencer Chevsky. Punts it from the 46. Mims back deep. End over end kick. Will it bounce back? Yes, it will, and die inside the 5-yard line. Terrific job, Ryan Buchevsky. Greatest defensive play in football, Joel Clack.
The punt.
That's right.
Pin them deep and rely on your defense,
there
folks.
You go. All right.
Good life advice.
There you go. That's right. Today's game is never be afraid to punt, partner. Today's game, and rely on your defense. Today's game is featured on the free-to-play Fox Bet Super 6 app. One of the questions of the contest was, who will be leading at halftime? Just over half of the Super 6 players took OU.
Oh, you're funny.
I love it. I have my own Ray Guy Award.
How many times you won that award?
Every year.
Here, but I don't sense the panic from Texas.
On 2nd and 6, Pledger will get outside, turns the corner, crosses the line of scrimmage, and is wrapped up and taken down. Juwan Mitchell again. In the game.
And Mitchell is struggling. Bent back over. Looks like he was favoring that right arm. So we'll have to pay attention to that one.
We'll try to fight through it.
He's so important, in particular on downs like this, Gus, 3rd and short.
Sooners need 2. Texas.
See how he is used here and see if they can creatively get him loose. He's going to be the defensive end on the bottom of the screen.
On 3rd down and 5. Rattler thinking about it, lost it, and Texas has it again. Wow! Juwan Mitchell, Johnny on the spot.
Recovered by the defense. 1st down, Texas.
Devondre Sweat was also in there on the contact, number 93, and Rattler was just holding the ball a little too long. Good coverage in the back end. He didn't have anywhere to go with the football, and as he's going up in the pocket, watch, it's still in one hand, and right there, boom, it gets knocked loose. In Texas, another huge turnover, and give their defense credit. They have now 2 turnovers on back-to-back drives that give their offense short fields, and OU's defense answered the bell in the last series. We'll see if Texas now can take advantage of a short field given to them by their aggressive defense.
Proud at this year's game.
Don't tease me.
Wow. 2nd down goal at the 19.
You know, these situations, long yardage, because it's been Sam's feet that have got him out of trouble.
Ellinger winds up, picked up, and that's your ball game. Trey Brown, and that'll be the story of this game for Oklahoma. The Oklahoma defense forcing turnovers like never before.
Dennis, go ahead. You start us off.
Coach, can you share anything? Did you have any conversations with Juwan Mitchell, and what's your level of concern at that position with him in the portal?
Well, I mean, he's in the portal. I think that for us, we coach the guys we have, and we've got some good young players at that position. Again, new scheme, so we're still working our way through a little bit of the growing pains of things being new. But we have some young, talented players. We got a couple more guys coming in. So all in all, you coach what you have, you focus on what you have, not necessarily what you don't have. I don't really have concern for the position right now. But again, that's the position you find out more about when you get pads on. For the first 2 days now, we've just been in helmets, so we'll find out more as we move forward.
Give us a call, send a DM, Footballville, DM us anywhere, email, you want to email, footballvillesouth@gmail.com. Like I say, in a second, Juwan Mitchell should be coming on here, and we're going to just talk about him for a second. I think he's supposed to be going to work out. We're going to talk about him and him jumping in the transfer portal. How was the process? Was he coming to Miami? What was his conversation with Miami? 6'1", 235. And I remember when we first talked, Miami was pretty excited. He's coming to no. He went to Tennessee. He ain't coming to Miami. He went to Tennessee. He ain't coming to Miami. He ended up at Tennessee. I let him think. Think he ended up between Michigan, Miami, Tennessee. He ended up picking Tennessee. But I think Juwan jumped in the portal twice. Don't ask him about that. I don't know, man. I really want to know what happened with him in linebacker here. I really want to know what happened because I know Miami could use a linebacker, especially an experienced, established linebacker. I'm sure they can. Okay, so here we go. Juwan. Juwan, what's going on, bro?
What's up with it, man?
What's going on, man? Let me turn you up a little bit, bro. You about to go work out now, right?
Yeah, I'm about to work out after this.
Yeah. So listen to me, Juwan. So, Juwan, you from New Jersey, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What year you came out?
I came out 2018 out of Milford Academy. I went to Milford after high school.
You went to Milford Academy?
Yep.
You in New Jersey area, man, because New Jersey's like a basketball area. Isn't it? New Jersey, New York. Y'all play basketball, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can ball, you can hoop.
Come on now. I can't go to the park if I can't hoop.
Yeah. When you came out of New Jersey area, you was the top linebacker in the area?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't
and
have
you
the
were
grades.
who were you looking at? Who were the top colleges you ended up going to JuCo though, right?
Yeah, I went to JuCo. I mean, I had a lot of schools that came in and just was like, man, wish we could offer you, but your grades. Like, Syracuse, stuff like that. Yeah, so it was kind of hard. It was a messed up situation. But that's when I really got serious about it. Like, oh yeah, I could do this for real. I could do this.
So when did you mess up with your grades? Did you mess up early, as a freshman, or you messed up late?
Early, freshman, sophomore year.
And couldn't get caught up?
Yep.
So you went to JuCo for how long?
I went to JuCo for 1 year. But what happened was I went to Milford Academy and I got cleared out of there.
Right.
So when I went JuCo, I only had to play my freshman. I played my freshman season.
You balled out at JuCo?
Yep, balled out.
Yeah, and then that's when Texas picked you up.
Yes, sir.
Where else you could have went? You could have went Texas. Where else you could have went?
Shoot, Miami, Bama, LSU. I had everything out of JuCo.
So you could have went to Miami coming out of JuCo?
Yeah, with Chad. What's his Coach Baker? Coach Baker was the linebacker.
Coach Baker. Coach Baker needed you, dog. Coach Baker was on you.
Yeah, Coach Baker.
Coach Baker was on you. Yeah. And then you chose Texas. So you go to Texas, right, man? Texas, man, listen. Texas looked like a cool place to play. I remember driving through Texas, man, and seeing that stadium, bro, and it made me realize how broke we was down here in Miami, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the Texas, y'all had the LCD screens in the locker room, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
So, man, listen, man, you was living like a king in Texas. What happened, bro? You jumped in the portal twice, didn't you?
Man, all right, so boom. My sophomore year, came in, did my thing. Boom, new staff, new defensive staff come in. They fired that staff, new defensive staff. So the defensive staff they brought in, Coach Ash, he was the DC.
Yeah.
And Coach Ash was from Rutgers. That's my hometown.
Right.
I signed to Coach Ash before and got released out of it. And it was kind of a messed up situation. Like, it was kind of messed up when he came. We had some bad blood. I'm not gonna get too much into it.
So yeah, you ain't gotta get into all of that. But you signed with him before and you got released out of it. When he was where? Where was he?
He was at Rutgers. He was the head coach at Rutgers.
He was at Rutgers.
Mm-hmm.
So that tension was there.
Yeah, it was tension. It was tension.
So so you went through the season, right? Everything was fine?
Yeah, everything was cool. That's why it was quick. It was like I put it in and took it out like that Monday. It was like
right. And then at the end of the season, you was like, all right, man, I just need a new start.
They brought in a new staff again.
All right, bro.
Yo, they brought in,
bro. Listen,
I never had the same staff. Since I've been in college. It's crazy.
And you know what, bro? Like, Juwan, I tell people that all the time. Sometimes these colleges, they fail kids because of what you're saying. You bring in a new staff, and some people are thinking, all right, man, we'll just ball out with a new staff. It's not like that, man. It's not like that. The politics come in, right? The people who wanted you are not there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Those connections gone. Like, I played a 3-4 my sophomore year under Todd Orlando. Then the Coach Ash and them came in 4-2-5. And then these people come in, they run a 2-4-5, which is basically a 4-2-5, but both DNs are outside linebackers. So it was like, it ain't nothing to me to adapt. You know what I'm saying? I played in every defense. That's why I'm like, it's kind of a blessing and a curse. Whereas, like, I got so many tools under my belt and started for every coach I played for. Whereas, like, but then again, somebody like go to Alabama and they got that same coach for 4 years. By the time they a senior, they got that playbook down.
No, I understand. I mean, I totally understand what you're saying, man. Kids go, but we don't talk about that enough. What the kids go through. So the transfer portal was the transfer portal was a blessing for you. The fact that you could change your future like right then.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
So you jump in the transfer portal and were you really seriously thinking about Miami?
Yeah, I was seriously thinking about Miami. I was seriously thinking about it.
Who do you talk to from Miami? Who was recruiting you?
Coach Diaz.
Oh, Coach Diaz was recruiting you?
Yep.
So what ended up coming out of it?
Basically, in nice terms, he was scary. You know, scary that bringing me in for just 1 year, even though I have 2 years, I'm declaring after this year. But just bringing me in, how many people he was going to have hit the portal. He had a couple. He knew. He was like, I got some linebackers going to hit the portal, stuff like this. This would be like a make or break year for him.
Yeah.
Like, he was basically saying, like, I'm who he need and stuff like that. But he don't know if it will affect the future. You know what I'm saying?
He needed you for 2 years, not 1.
He wanted me for 2. He kept it real though. He said, I really want you for 2, but you're
no. Diaz, I like Diaz. Diaz is good.
And I wasn't going. I'm not that type person that I'm gonna do 2 and then declare.
Right.
After this year. I'm not gonna do that.
So you end up picking Tennessee.
Yes.
You ever been to Miami?
Yeah, I've been to Miami a lot. I actually been
really?
on campus. Yeah.
But you ever been partying in Miami? You never been partying in Miami?
Oh yeah. I mean, I know how that get. I know how that get.
Right. You chose Tennessee, so maybe you're a little more focused, all right?
Yeah, I'm focused. That's literally.
I got you. So you chose Tennessee, and who else you had? Michigan, right? Michigan was looking at you.
Yeah, Michigan. They came in kind of late, but they was looking at me. But I was pretty much sold with Tennessee already.
Yeah, bro. Listen, man. The portal is a lot of kids in that portal, bro. You said you had over 30 offers, though, right?
Yes.
See, because I think you did it on the field. Like your film, you did it on the field, and they can see. But there's a lot of kids stuck in the portal, man. How do you feel about the portal, man?
Man, it's like the portal is just if you're looking for another opportunity, go get it. Like, we only live one life, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I honestly feel blessed. Like, I'm gonna be able to tell my kids one day, like, y'all played at University of Texas, then when SEC played at Tennessee. You know, like that's a blessing. Some people look at it like, oh, he's doing this, that. But to me, I look at it like a blessing. Like, you know, like, so I feel like the portal, it's a great, especially the one-time transfer rule, like that's great because coaches do what they want. And you got to get a player that same freedom, you know, like, so I kind of feel like it's like the league right now. Like, people in the league, they could jump straight to free agency and trade if they want to trade. And that's basically going on.
I hope all my followers hear this because I've been saying this for the last 6 months, Juwan. It is turning into free agency. When you checked in Tennessee yet?
Yeah, I already moved in. But I'm at Atlanta training right now. But
yeah,
I already moved in. First team meeting May 30th, so I'm down in this area.
Yeah, you're in Atlanta right now?
Yeah, 3 hours away.
Okay, well, listen, man. You're gonna be big time, man. So don't big time me, man. I plan on having a friendship with you. We're gonna talk to you again, man, before you hit that league. All right?
We locked in, yo.
All right, man. What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
__ JuJu6.
__ JuJu6, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow the man, man. And before you get out of here, bro, who your favorite rapper is?
Right now?
Yeah.
Ooh. Right now, Lil Baby.
Hey, everybody like Lil Baby.
Football team went through the first padded practice of the season this morning, and one of the biggest question marks on this team so far this fall camp comes from the linebacker position. It's been well documented. They lost a couple of pretty good ones to the transfer portal in the offseason, but they also added one from the portal as well in former Texas linebacker Juwan Mitchell. Linebacker coach Brian Jean-Marie says Mitchell is stepping right in.
The biggest thing with Juwan, you know, with the group that we have, because it's so young and hasn't, you know, they haven't had real collegiate experience. He brings a lot of that. You know, he's played major college football. He was a starter in another Power 5 conference. So he brings a lot of savvy and brings a lot of veteran leadership, which is what this group needed. So he's been a welcome addition, you know, for our unit.
Mitchell and the Vols return to the practice field tomorrow morning, and then a scrimmage on Thursday morning at Neyland Stadium. To the basketball.
Any other mics? All right, questions. I got them.
Juwan, why did you pick Tennessee, and how has the transition been so far here in Knoxville?
Well, I really picked Tennessee because of the coaching staff, you know, the conference. A lot went into it, but the transition been smooth. I love like the versatility of like how offenses are ran. I've been watching some film. You know, I pretty much look at the SEC like the Big 12 and Big 10 combined. So.
What's it like now with the thought of Texas possibly joining the league that you just came to?
No, I'm proud of them. They should. Like they want to come over here just like I do. So it's a lot of talent at Texas, and like one of the reasons I'm showing it as well that we could ball as well. So them coming over, it'll definitely help them a lot to get drafted where they need to and just play on a national level.
You're a new guy, but obviously you've played a bunch. Do you feel like that you need to take a leadership role because of that?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I first came here, you know, like I got 2 Rays, you know, even though they both Rays, but you know the standard. I know the standard that it needs to be. I know what it looked like when it's not there, and I look at myself in the mirror first when it's not there. You know, coming into that linebacker room was a great step because like I could actually challenge myself to be a leader, and when things not going right, I got to look at myself. So that's the biggest difference.
You led Texas in tackles last year. What allowed you to do that?
Just being dialed in, you know, building a routine. I found a routine that really helped me. You know, Monday through Wednesday, I would have my coach pick me up 5:45, being there with the D-staff, breaking down field. So we're pretty much just finding out the why and why they're calling calls and not just going along with the call. So I'm sitting there in the meeting, you know, seeing why they're calling that call in a different situation, and that helped a lot.
You think you got pretty good instincts?
Definitely.
Have you been able to figure that out here yet, like the why, or do you need to kind of maybe go into a game and figure that out?
Right now, camp was just about, building the bond with my teammates. That's all I wanted to worry about, building the bond with my teammates, showing that they could count on me, like flying around the field, running to the ball as hard as I can, and learning everybody else's role in the defense so I can get them lined up. I'll worry about myself later.
Have you been able to do that?
Yes, I have. Yes, sir.
How much time have you had to spend in the film room trying to familiarize yourself with this defense over the course of the past 2 months?
A lot, because at first I didn't have an iPad, so I always had to come in here and just bother them and get on their nerves. But now I got an iPad, so I could, mix it up a lot now.
When did you get the iPad?
Like a week before camp.
So, a kid from New Jersey, how'd you end up at Texas? Why'd you pick the Longhorns initially?
I picked the Longhorns because, like I said here, I wanted to separate myself. I wanted to show everybody we could go to the South and do it too. A lot of people go to like Ohio State, Michigan, stay in the northeastern area. I wanted to go to the South, challenge myself. And I went down there, it was hot, challenged myself. Like, it was just they treat football totally different in Texas. So that kind of made me like take it serious as well, to be honest.
You played in 2 different defenses in Texas. This is your third one in 3 years.
Yeah.
What you learned in Texas, can you apply that to this defense, or is it entirely new for you?
No, I definitely love it because it's like, I just feel like I got so many tools in my belt, being under so many different coaches. So I took all the positives from each coach I learned. Coach Hustler, Coach Orlando. The 3-4 system was more, that getting downhill, getting the combos off the downs and things like forcing into our outside help. The 4-2-5 was more, I had to lose 10 pounds when Ash came in. He was like sideline to sideline. So that's what now we in the 4-2-5 still, so I feel I'm ready for this defense.
When you committed, you said you're the type of guy that would stick your head in a fan. Did it phase you? When you're practicing out here with your new teammates, what are some guys, or who are some guys that have stood out as guys that are not afraid to stick their head in the fan?
Oh yeah, Jeremy. So Jeremy Banks, he just like me when it comes to the physicality and things like that. I feel like just as a defense, we got to get more on the mental side of things. But physicality is not a problem right now. It's not.
So you think the physicality, these first couple of weeks of fall camp, is where it needs to be?
Yes, definitely. Yep.
Did you consider yourself a leader?
Yes.
So was it? How hard is it kind of stepping into a new room, a new practice field, and did you feel like you kind of had to sit back and kind of get your feet under you, or did you just continue to lead from day one?
Nah, I actually came in and sit back. I always do. I just come in and sit back and just work. So I try to break up everything. So June was about getting my body right. July was about getting in football shape. So I would do extra stuff like field work and things like that. So I just sat back, let everybody see the work for itself before I even say anything, because that's just how I rock. I'm going to be first in everything. I'm all in Coach Schmidt face, Coach BJ face. This is how and they see it.
Will Lohan came in from Michigan as well, transferred in. What have you seen from him in a similar situation as you?
Man, Patchy, he a rabbit. He remind me of his legs just keep going. Like, he don't stop. He fast, explosive. He young, so the mental will come there. But as far as getting to the ball, he don't stop to the whistle blown.
What are you hoping to get out of this year? What would be an ideal year for you individually and collectively?
Individually?
Yeah.
Linebacker 1. Linebacker 1 in the NFL draft. Build the LBU at the University of Tennessee. The guys under me believe in it. They believe I'm going to be the number 1 linebacker leaving, and they believe it's going to keep going like that every year from here on out.
This was a thin position, linebacker, before you got here. That was obviously something in the spring. Did that attract you to the opportunity?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I learned so much under coaches. I had it like the opposite way. I came into Texas as a sophomore. I had upperclassmen really didn't want me to take their spot, so they didn't really help me that much. So this was like a perfect opportunity to just give back. Like, just to give back. Be in the conference I went so hard in JUCO in the math class in person just to get into and didn't go to. So this is just a perfect opportunity to give back, get everybody to just win.
Tennessee's defense wasn't very good last year. Do you see the potential for this defense to be much improved?
Oh yeah, definitely. We loaded. So we loaded. We got a lot of vets, in the back end. We talk a lot, communicate. And as far as like the mentality, the mentality is there, definitely.
Coach John Marie isn't the loudest voice you hear out on the practice field among the coaches.
But excuse me, say it again.
Coach John Marie isn't the loudest voice you hear out on the practice field among the coaches, but what's he been like to play on?
Man, he's so motivated. He's so real. Like he don't fake nothing. Like there's nothing fake about him. He keep it real with you. If you do something great, he gonna praise you for it. If you do something bad, he gonna get on your ass for it. And that's how it should be.
Strikes here from Kenny Pickett. Abanikanda off the left side, and he's hit, but he kept his foot moving and did not touch the ground with his knee. I think he put his hand down, but his knee or leg wasn't down, so he kept running and got all the way down to the 5-yard line. Let's take a look here to make sure that he wasn't down. It's really good awareness by Abanikanda. See Banks come in, but he never goes down. Hand on the ground, shin, knee, never touch. And he's up and getting nice pickup. 2nd down and 4 at the 5-yard line. Davis getting the carry here, and he's brought down at the point of attack by Matt Butler, the senior leader of that defense. 3rd down. Enjoyed talking to Matthew Butler yesterday. Very cerebral defensive tackle. Good.
In 2021, Juwan Mitchell's senior season, he played in 3 games with 1 start and earned a red shirt due to a shoulder injury and underwent surgery. He made 1 tackle playing as a reserve linebacker against number 11 Florida on September 25th. He had 7 tackles and 1 pass breakup versus Pittsburgh on September 11th. He started at middle linebacker in the season opener against Bowling Green on September 2nd, making his Tennessee debut. In 2022, Juwan Mitchell's redshirt senior season, he recorded 5 stops in the regular season finale at Vanderbilt on November 26th and is averaging 6.6 tackles per game in his last 5 ball games. He made 6 tackles at South Carolina on November 19th, finished as Tennessee's leading tackler for the 3rd straight game, finishing with 6 tackles and logging 2 quarterback hurries in the win over Missouri on November 12th. He played in his 30th collegiate game, led the team in tackles for a 2nd consecutive week, making 8 stops at number 3 Georgia on November 5th, while also adding half of a tackle for loss. His first tackle for loss for the Big Orange intercepted Will Levis in the red zone and ran it back 48 yards to give the Vols a jolt of momentum.
Look in that direction on a slant. Huge hit. Ball picked off. The Volunteers on the Carroll make an interception. Juwan Mitchell, they call him JuJu, makes a huge play.
Against number 19 Kentucky on October 29th and finished the game with a team-high 8 tackles, his most in a Tennessee uniform. He made a season-high 4 tackles in the win against number 3 Alabama on October 15th and had a pass breakup for the 2nd consecutive game. He logged his 3rd straight start and had a clutch pass breakup late in the 2nd quarter at number 25 LSU on October 8th. He started at linebacker and logged 3 tackles in the win over number 20 Florida on September 24th. He made his season debut starting at linebacker in the win over Akron on September 17th, making 1 tackle and adding a quarterback hurry.
The decision to come to ASU, what all went into that?
Man, it's just when I hit the portal January 9th, me and the coaches, we built a great relationship the whole spring. It was kind of like a no-brainer. Every Wednesday for an hour since January 9th all the way till I got here in May, we was watching film, watching the guys progress, learning the playbook. So I pretty much already got a good deal of the playbook and things like that.
So what do you think about the scheme then?
I love it. It's linebacker friendly. It's simple but effective. Go hunt, get downhill, go make plays. They got their resume speaks for itself when it comes to linebackers and things of that sort. So that was interesting too.
How are you acclimating to the area?
Whew. Well, it's too hot. It's too hot. But I'm getting good. I swear. I'm getting good. I know nobody else in the country is going through this heat, so that's what kind of get me through it. When them games come in this third, fourth quarter and teams start breaking down, I'll be able to go. So this is the last place in my career I'm gonna ever have to play heat like this. I might as well do it.
Yeah. How did Arizona State attracted you to come here? What was the key to being factor for you to make that transfer?
Make a difference. When I came into Tennessee with Coach Hype, he just got there too. And if you did your history, they was 3-7 the year before. And I went there and, everybody's pretty much saying the same thing. Hey, why Tennessee? Ew. You just led Texas to why go to Tennessee? And just the belief, the players in the locker room, So I like being a part of something different, make a change.
How going through that experience helping turn Tennessee around? How do you think that's going to help you as a part of this defense and as the program's trying to turn around too?
Yeah, so really, I just know it's going to help my leadership, things of that sort. It's really going to be player-led. That was kind of the traits I realized in Tennessee. When you coming up, when you sneaking up on people, you're the underdog, you got to really believe in yourself, have confidence, because when they figure out, it's going to be too late. You know what I'm saying?
How much is the fact that ASU needs linebackers badly, did that play into your decision that you're going to get there right away and get a chance?
Oh, yeah. Pretty much, too, I don't want to say playing the villain, but I know what a lot of other schools in the Pac-12 got going right now, and coming here was kind of like a centerpiece. I'm kind of similar to Tennessee, like you said. I knew I could come in and help and challenge myself to be more of a leader and actually when we lose or things go wrong, I can look at myself in the mirror before turning to anybody else. And that's kind of what I'm most excited about.
What are your strengths as a player?
Oh, as a player?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm vocal, confident. I can do everything, honestly. Side on the sideline. I can play man, zone. I'm smart. Pick up playbooks. If you go back to my career, I'm thankful that I was able to play under so many staffs, so many coaches and learn. So, yeah.
Who have you learned the most from so far?
Here?
Yeah.
A lot. Everybody different. Coach Trent Green, the GA, he real cool. You could get with him whenever. He played at Syracuse as well. No, he played, I forgot where he played, but he played under Dan Babers, I believe. Dino Babers or whatever. So I learned a lot from him, Coach Cool. I learned a lot from Trey Brown because he played in this scheme last year. So he always filling me in. He played Mike, so he switched over to Will. So it's kind of easy. He telling me his way. We bat things off each other. It's been fun.
So you're liking the aggression of this defense. Last season, the ASU didn't seem they had as many blitzes as maybe you guys have had this upcoming season. How important do you think that aggression is? What do you see so far?
I know it's versatile. I love it because anybody could come, anybody could drop. You don't know who's covering who. Never. So we're going to give people problems. Let's put it right there.
So you're going to play Will and trade Mike?
No, I'm Mike. He will.
You're Mike, he's Will.
Yeah, he will. He could be Mike, I could be Will. It don't matter. I swear it don't matter.
How do you feel about that particular role in this scheme?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I just want to know the defense back like the back of my hand so that, when I make my next step, those teams got confidence in me to wear the green dot, call defenses. I'm real confident in myself, so it's time to take that step.
So how does this culture and the vibe compare to Tennessee when you got there?
Oh, it's two different vibes. Everywhere its own vibe. I don't try to compare. I try to just come in, get in where I fit in, and just observe, see how everything goes, see where I can help. Not everything needs help, so see where I can help, things of that sort. But so far, I feel like we really got a vision. I'm a visionary person. I don't care what nobody say. I see things further than people, so I know what we could be, and I know we're working towards it.
You weren't here in the spring, right?
No.
So do you think how much has that hurt you? And have you had to play catch up not having been here in the spring?
Oh yeah, not a problem. I never played the spring in college football. Just to make it clear, because I came in the summer of 2019 in Texas. Then that spring was COVID, 2020. Then I went to Tennessee. I played the 2020 season, went to Tennessee, but I didn't get there to the summer. So I never played the spring. So that's kind of one of my qualities that I had to embrace. Learn the playbook quick, things of that sort. So I'm comfortable,
Are there certain players, teammates of yours in the weight room or the workouts that you've been impressed by?
Yeah, James. I don't know his last name. Dijon Cam, James
Juckham, yeah.
Yeah, him going from DN. I seen his whole progress the whole spring. That's what also made me like Coach Coop. For you to take a DN in January and have him by spring ball, knowing how to play linebacker footwork, do all those things was impressive. BJ Green, he's explosive, get off the ball crazy. The dude we got from Michigan State, he tackled.
Yeah, Mallory.
He getting off the ball. Deshaun, he crazy. So we got some pieces like DBs. We got Rowe. We got a bunch of people like Long. I never had DBs this big. Rowe, number 5. A bunch of people. People big. I don't know. It's a good vibe.
Love to hear it, man. We spoke to Andre Hart and Levante Bentley after practice. Really, the news with them, JuJu Mitchell, the new linebacker who's been brought in. Coach Hart basically said he's picked up the playbook really well. Thinks not this week, but next week we could see him on the field. What have you seen from him so far?
Exactly what Coach Hart is saying. Energetic, ready to hop in drills. In the classrooms with Coach Hart, he's learning, absorbing like a sponge. I mean, he's played at this level before, so it's not going to be a hard transition. Just a lot of terminology, learning the signals, that kind of thing. But he'll be ready in a couple of weeks.